Hey guys, so I hope you had a beautiful Easter. Let's talk about what is going on the Reykjanes Peninsula with the current eruption. So that eruption, it's still going, but I want to tell you about something what the lava flow did, and the lava flow is changing the landscape. We have talked the last few days about that gravel pit. That's a gravel pit where they were getting their material to build the defense walls around Grindavik. And of course that has created a low spot area. So the lava was filling this up. There was a time lapse that showed how this was being filled up by lava. So that current eruption is definitely changing the landscape. It's changing the landscape a little more than the previous eruptions, than the previous lava flows, although the lava has spread out quite quickly in the previous eruptions too. You can see a map here with the different lava flows where they have gone to, and we know they have destroyed some critical infrastructure when it was flowing in the Swartsengi area. The hot water pipes and electricity went out in Grindavik multiple times because it was flowing along the lava, not along the lava, along the defense walls, damaging stuff there. But what I'm talking about, it's changing the natural landscape. And since the other eruptions only were going for a short time, the lava didn't have a chance to build up on top of each other. But this lava is doing that because we're over 2 weeks now with this eruption, and that's why they had to go and work non-stop in increasing the height of the defense wall around Grindavik. The lava was flowing alongside these defense walls, and it has all worked great. It has diverted the lava. Nothing was flowing into Grindavik. But since it then started building up on top of each other rather than spreading out further, it was a problem, because the highest crater of these craters that had formed, we had like 7 to 8 craters at the beginning. Now we have only 2 left that are active. The height went up to like 20 meters, like a 5-story home, 4 to 5-story home. And we know the Grindavik defense walls had a height of 8 meters. So they had to work to increase them at least 4 to 6 meters. And it seems that the largest crater that really looks like a real volcanic crater right now, it has grown quite a bit, and it's growing every day, where it keeps spitting out lava that keeps rolling along its side, building up that crater and making it wider. So it seems that it is growing taller at a rate of about 4 meters per day, and that it looks like the estimate of that cone from the outer peak is about 34 meters from the lowest point, and that the rim diameter is about 53 meters in size. And if you go to the outer diameter, it's about 107 meters. So this is really large. It's developing, guys. We know that one wall broke and then lava was flowing out to the side there. But that crater is definitely the most visible, especially at night where it's spitting out the lava. The other one is also still doing something. So these two are the main areas where the eruption is still going. And we know right now the land rise seems to have stopped, and the magma is coming from a deeper magma reservoir. It's flowing through the magma chamber and right into the eruption, as if you turn on a garden hose and the flow goes right through. You don't have a water storage area connected in between that needs to fill up first and then it goes further. It used to be like this with that magma chamber. That's why the land kept rising. When the magma chamber had reached its maximum point of elasticity, then it was sending magma out. But right now it's flowing right through. How long? The scientists can't say. So all we can do is we have to wait and we have to see, I guess. Seismic activity is very low to non-existent at the moment. Of course, because it's flowing right through smoothly. There are no clogs. There's nothing that would prohibit it from flowing like this. It doesn't have to grind through any areas to come to the surface. It has a clear highway, I would say, right now. So we have to watch it, guys. And what happens if the lava keeps flowing from the eruption site? And we know usually there are always like some like down lower spot areas and stuff like this, and it seems the lava is filling those up. And we know where Hagafell is and the Sutnuka area, and they have done some satellite images with Sentinel-2 and have flown over the Reykjanes Peninsula, and they also have looked at the thermal radiation from the lava flow. And the interesting thing was that there is a depression between Hagafell and Sutnukur, and this depression is filling up. So it's filling up this gap between the two areas because there's a low-lying spot. So that's why I'm saying it is changing the landscape significantly in terms of elevation, not just when you look at it, right? And that's, of course, building up the defense walls that high. That is changing the views from Grindavik, or if you drive down these roads there. That looks quite apocalyptic, out of a like sci-fi movie, having these huge walls built around a town. It's of course, it's not a beautiful sight, especially not for the homes that are on the edges of the town. But you know, we will not know if anyone will ever live in that town again, because right now they are in the process of being bought out. So I hope this will start soon, that people will actually can be able to close that chapter if they want to, have some cash out, can transfer their mortgages, they can buy other properties. That is currently in the works there. In addition to the lava changing the landscape, there's another problem. While there's avalanches and snow in other areas of Iceland, the problem here is, and it sounds strange, but it is wildfires. Of course, we're not talking about forest fires, we're talking about grass fires, but as it has been quite dry, it's burning. And Grindavik's fire department, they have been fighting these wildfires at the volcanoes, around the volcanoes, throughout the Easter weekend all the time, and they are still burning in the area. And you have to imagine, it's not that you can take a fire truck and just drive in there. I mean, sometimes it's between lava spots and you can't really reach it that great, right? So those guys are also doing absolutely awesome work. And so the fire chief of Grindavik, Svein Johnson, has said that the firefighting has gone well so far, although these fires are still burning in a fairly large area. So it's not super tiny, it's a large area that is burning on the west side of the craters. It's going slowly to extinguish these fires, but they're saying, you know, they are equipped and everything is still going according to their plan. What their main goal is, they want to contain the spread of these wildfires, which makes sense. The Grindavik Fire Department is not alone in their efforts out there. They have received help from the Anes County Fire Protection and the Sudurns Fire Protection, and also from the rescue squad in Thorburn. They also got some fire trucks from other areas, so they're good equipped and they can take that on. So main goal is contain the wildfires on the west side of the crater so that it will be easier to keep the wildfires down, so that it doesn't grow and so that it doesn't get down to the east side of the crater and burn into these areas. What's going on with the air pollution? Of course, we still have air pollution from the eruption site directly, but also degassing from the lava that spread everywhere, but also now in addition from the wildfires. And what about the wind direction? So there are northeasterly winds on Monday, and the gas pollution will therefore travel southwest, and it will probably noticed on and off in Grindavik. You can see it here in that picture. So it'll flow over Grindavik, but there's not many people in Grindavik, hopefully anyways, and they also hopefully know about this by now, because the civil defense and the police of Sudurns, they have advised, check that website check the pollution reports really continuously if you're in the area, if you have to be in the area. So that's the current situation. It is not super bad. It has been way worse, but it can happen quickly on and off in Grindavik, especially today. It is still the big unknown. Will this eruption stop in the next few days? Will it keep going? The scientists have different opinions about that. Check out my last video if you like. I'll put it in the end screen. So we don't really know what is going on. I'll keep you updated about this for sure, guys. There are other areas rumbling in Iceland right now, and there are other volcanic systems that might pose other threats. And I will release a video about this shortly because that is very, very interesting stuff. I mean, we're all worried about Grindavik now, but there are other problems that could occur because it seems the Reykjanes Peninsula especially has been woken up by something from an 800-year dormant sleep, and that's why we see all this activity there and in different areas as well. So guys, I will keep you updated about this. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support on my Buy Me a Coffee site and on YouTube with the supers here on YouTube. I'm really very, very grateful for that, guys. And another update is coming soon. And in the meantime, if you're bored, check out my other videos. I have a huge Iceland playlist. I have videos about the bridge collapse that recently happened in the Baltimore area, the Boeing scandal that keeps going, and of course the Titan submersible tragedy. There has been some news recently. It's all in my playlists, and if you're new here, it would be awesome if you could like this video and subscribe. And if you're not new here, please like the video as well, guys. So I still have more coffee to drink to keep me going through the day. Haven't slept too much at the moment, so that's why this is badly needed. And I'll see you very soon, guys. Bye bye.